presented to the court. So we are having another date of November 9th at 11:30 a.m. Your bond and conditions that were previously set are continued with the added condition that you are not to have any means of communication while in the jail, via tablet or via phone. I'm not sure really what happened as to why he wasn't delivered here in person, but in any event, we have a bond issue that was brought to my attention, so we needed to address that. And so we are on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Amir Boykin, 231785. And appearance for the people, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Omar Shah on behalf of the people, PH 6332.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Luther Glenn, P38683, appearing on behalf of Mr. Amir Boykin, who appears via Zoom from the Wayne County Jail.
Amir Boykin.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Amir Boykins.
All right, thank you. Hold on, are you with an F today or no?
Huh? I couldn't hear you.
Did you just, what did you indicate your last name is?
Boykins.
With an S or without an S?
Without an S. Boykins.
Okay, it sounded like you said with an S, but okay. Today's the date scheduled for, for the exam, and it was set for 1:30 p.m. Mr. Boykin had his sentencing down at Third Circuit Court, Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, and then he was set to be here at 1:30. The communication with the jail was that he was on his way here, but in fact he was on his way back to Wayne County Jail. And then it was brought to this court's attention that there needed to be a bond issue addressed, as well as the fact that there had been a witness detainer that this court had signed that was submitted to it by the prosecuting attorney's office. Okay, Mr. Shajra.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I think it's important for us to go back to the prior proceeding to which we did issue a witness detainer on behalf of the complaining witness, Judge. Prior to this case, Judge, as the court is aware, we had an FFDD case with the same defendant, same complaining witness, Judge. There was a prior bond violation. There was a no contact, no go to order. He violated, picks up this case, Judge, of unlawful imprisonment and obstructing the police officer. Now, Judge, it came to our surprise that the complaining witness just stopped communicating with us. She indicated that she didn't want to participate in the process. So I did reach out to the OIC on the matter. I indicated and asked him whether or not he could pull the jail calls and information as it pertains to Mr. Boykins. He indicated to me, and I do have the documentation to show that Mr. Boykins has on multiple occasions reached out to the complaining witness on the matter, Judge, sending multiple messages, including text messages, Judge, as well as phone calls. We don't know the context of the phone calls yet, Judge, because we haven't been able to get those from the jail itself. But we do have the text messages, Judge, between the defendant and the complaining witness as it pertains to participation in this prosecution.
How was the defendant able to text message from jail?
Judge, it's my understanding that the Wayne County Jail does provide tablets to which he was able to communicate to.
My daughter was sick. My daughter was sick. That's why I was talking to her. My family told me that my daughter had.
Sir, I'm sure your attorney is going to advise you that you may not want to indicate anything right now, because no contact is no contact. Zero.
All right.
I'll take a look at those, please.
Judge, may I approach you?
Yes, you may.
Go.
All right, and so, Mr. Glenn, I will also note, I don't know if you've been afforded.
Which I did have copies for Mr. Glenn, however, he's not here.
Okay, and so, what is the name of the complaining witness, counsel?
Oh.
Is it Daisha Griffin?
That is correct.
Okay. So the court is looking at, let's see here. Mr. Boykin has been in custody since September 27th. Well, No. Has Mr. Boynton been in custody prior to September 27th? He must have been because he was in custody at the Wayne County Jail. Oh, he was in custody on another matter.
That is correct, Judge. He was on bond for the incident with the same complaining witness prior to in this court where it was bound over. Then absconded from the tether on this matter, goes to the complaining witness's home and makes contact with her there.
Oh, okay, that's correct. Okay, so let's go all the way back to even July 11th. Well, let's see. We have, well, actually, I'll go from September 27th on this matter specifically. What was that, sir?
Nothing, man. How you say that?
After September 2nd, there wasn't anything in here until September 27th. I'm sorry, September 29th, which was 2 days after Mr. Boykin was arraigned in this court, which the court was very clear, and I'm going to read the bond conditions. In fact, sir, I'm going to have you please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give this, sir, please raise your right hand.
Oh,
Solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the court will note that the bond was $100,000 cash bond. No contact with the complaining witness, phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. You're not to enter the premises at her home or employment. You're not to possess, consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. Not to possess or have access to firearms and or any weapons. And you are to obtain a GPS tether house arrest in the event you posted bond. So, no contact is no contact. Then this communication from the jail is September 29, 2023 at 15:04 hours. Sent by Mr. Boykin to Ms. Griffin. When you send the pics, 1321. Can you send new pics of y'all, please? Then at 15:04 on the same date of September 29th, when you send the pics, make sure it's pics of you too, Daisha. September 29th at 15:08. I really miss y'all a lot, even though the judge don't want me talking to y'all. I just know she's not gonna be happy or work with me anymore. But most people don't know that I love y'all, man. I just wanna get out and do the right, nothing, this, not, nowhere. Nobody wanna be you. No, I just get up every day and ask God to let me make it home to you guys. You know, I miss y'all a lot. Then right after that, I meant to say thing. September 29th at 15:47. Said by Mr. Boykin, whenever you get time, can you pick up the phone? I know you got something going in, and I'm not trying to come in the way of that. So when you have the time, can you pick up the video visit thing? I'm going to set a lot up. Just pick up the one, work best for you. I really have something I want to talk to you about. Same day, 1940 hours. I love you guys. I talked to y'all Sunday. Hope you enjoy the time with your grandma. Love y'all. Kiss my mama for me. Can't wait till them pictures come through. Good night. So on September 29th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 communications by Mr. Boykin to Ms. Griffin. September 30th, I got the pictures you so little now and mama starting to look like the both of us. I love you guys. Enjoy the day. Make sure to send more pictures of you guys. Love y'all. Enjoy y'all day. That was at 12:43:22. 12:45:28. Y'all look cute. All by Mr. Boykin. Then Ms. Griffin responds on September 30th at 12:54. LOL. Told you she starting to look like me now. She still look like you too, but you can finally see how we resemble each other when we're next to each other in pics videos. Love you too. Enjoy your day as well. Then September 30th, 13/14/28 by Mr. Boykin. She's so big now. I can't believe it. I love my mama so much. I can't wait to see her. She looked like you when you was a kid one day. She looked like you the next day. She looked like me. I'm so happy that I had a kid with you. I love you guys. I text you later on. Don't forget my pictures. Daisha, I know you're about to have a long day, so I'm gonna let y'all get going. Stay safe, probably supposed to be safe, but don't forget you're the one at all times. I love y'all. Kiss my mama for me and make sure you give my baby some food if she won't. If she wants some.
Ma'am, I was not
You're a
saying
lot.
nothing
Let's see.
for you getting it.
I'm sorry?
Ma'am, at the end of the day, like, what do you expect? I have a kid with her. I don't know why this prosecutor trying to make it a big deal. What you want me to not to be in my kid's life? Like, I don't know where y'all going. I did not nail her hostage. I did not do no unlawful imprisonment. When they came, it's in 2 statements of her saying I never forced her. So I don't know where y'all trying to get. I have a kid with her. What you want me to stop communicating with her and my kid? Like, just make it make sense.
Yeah.
You can do what you want. I don't care.
Sir, this court ordered you not to have any contact. That's 0 contact. So
Yes,
yes,
but my
I
other
accept
judge
you.
said that I can
Excuse me.
co-parent. My other judge said I can
Stop
co-parent.
talking. Stop talking. Right now, you're not co-parenting with her. You are in the Wayne County Jail. You are not to have any contact with her whatsoever. I was very clear about that. Very clear about that. Yet you, and you know that I'm clear about that because you make mention of that in your message to Ms. Griffin on September 29th of 2023 at 15:08.
Okay, but my other judge said that I can co-parent with her as long as I'm not threatening her. And that court overruled you. It's a 3rd district court, not a 27th district court. So if you want to just buy my stuff over, just do it. Just do it. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you gonna do, bro.
Let me be very, very clear with you.
Because my judge just told me today, I got the paperwork, I can
Excuse
co-parent.
me.
It's in black and white.
Sir,
That's
let
what
me
she told
just tell you
me,
this.
bro.
Stop talking.
If she says she don't want to participate in the stuff, you're supposed to drop the case.
If your judge, I just muted you because you're not listening to this court and you're not giving me an opportunity to state what I need to state. If the judge on the other case that you're bound over on made the comment about co-parenting, I don't know. I wasn't there. That judge does not overrule this court's authority regarding bond on case number 231785. I am making that very clear to you, sir. Unless there's an appeal file that appeals this court's bond orders, that court does not overrule this court on this bond condition on this case. Again, you're muted, sir. You're muted. Stop talking, please. I'm sorry, and yes, Mr. Shadra?
Judge, and I think it's important to elaborate on the fact that as it pertains to the complaining witness's presence in court today, officers were looking for Ms. Griffin for almost a week now. They sat in front of her house, they went to her place of employment, they spoke to her relatives. She indicated that she didn't want to participate in the process. Finally, we were able to get her here today, Judge. She said that, in fact, he was the reason why she didn't want to come to court. And Judge, when we looked at the defendant's history, he shows a reckless disregard for this court's orders. It's very important to note, Judge, that these bond conditions are for these complaining witnesses to feel safe. That's why we implement them and we need them to get to court. And Judge, this is ridiculous. This has happened over a multiple amount of times, and we ask that the defendant in this case be given jail time as it pertains to the bond violation, Judge.
Mr. Glenn, your response.
Well, if you're asking for jail time, that's criminal contempt. That's not an issue with the bond. The bond, he's been in jail and he can't make the bond. So if there's something that's going on with holding him in contempt for violating order, that's a separate proceeding.
Like, I don't care, bro. Like, he's lying. If I'm the reason she not coming to court, I actually told her to come to court and tell the truth. It says in the paperwork she was never held hostage, bro. He's making up a lot. Go read the paperwork for yourself. I can pull the statement out and read it out loud to you. She never said I held her hostage. It's her house. She got the right to say, go get a search warrant. So how I'm being charged with unlawful imprisonment? I'm getting overcharged. That's why when they get to third district court, they gonna drop it and just hit me with resisting arrest. Because there's nowhere to say that I forced her against her will. I'm being overcharged. And he's lying. I never told her not to come to court. If you go listen to the phone calls, I told her to come to court and tell the truth. Fuck is you talking about, man? The man lying, bro. But go ahead and do what y'all gonna do, because I don't care, bro. I'm gonna get out eventually. All y'all doing is overcharging me, bro. Overcharging me. This shit right here in black and white, bro. We can read this shit together. When the detective talked to her, she said,
listen, you are in court. You are in court. Stop your cursing. And the court's going to note as well. And first of all, there's a very
you can't hit nobody with imprisonment. It says right here. It says
talking.
Detective contacted Griffin on 7 to ask her to restate this incident. Again, Griffin stated that when police knocked on the door, Boykins be.
Mr. Griffin, you need to stop talking, please. Stop talking just for a few moments. The court will note that some of these messages are quite descriptive in detail regarding what Mr. Boykin would do when he gets out. Specifically, October 3rd, 2023 at 21:28:33. You 27 minutes left. You must be with Dude or on the phone with him. It's all good. I talk to you when you get off work. Late that same day, 21:36:27. You're not gonna make the call. It's all good though. I be you real soon. My time comes. Just wait on it. Kiss my kid for me. You can't take 3 minutes out of your day to make a visit. You sad like man, but hey, my life in your hands. So let me not play with you. Kiss my kid for me and enjoy the time on the phone with the nigga that don't want to do shit, but use you for sex one day. You would get it before it's too late. Then on 10/4, 20:27:45. Yeah, you playing mind games and kid ass games. You never called. You're a liar, bro. If you laying up with a nigga, just say that. And I stop calling you. Better yet, you got it, bro. That's my last time calling you. You a liar anyways. Then it's showing the last one is October 4th. Were there not any further communications after October 4th?
Judge, we were made aware that there was also phone calls as it pertains to the defendant and the complaining witness. We were just not able to pull them at the time, given that the software was not at the jail. And Judge, the OIC can make a representation to those phone calls as well.
All right, and Detective McDonald?
Yes, Detective McDonald, MCD, Orlando for the police department. I contacted I believe it was Captain Solberg. His first name is Michael Solberg in regards to these records. I was directed over to him by the Wayne County jail staff. I sent him an email regarding Mr. Boykins' information and requested any meetings, text meetings, anything like that. He was able to send over what appeared to be some audio files. It just appeared that we need to use a different form to actually listen to them. So I do have some audio files. We're just figuring out how to actually play them.
Okay, well, I'm not really sure how there aren't restrictions put on communication devices when there are protective orders in place. So what this court is going to do is, as a condition, an amended bond condition, the court is going to restrict Mr. Boykin's use of tablets and phones. That way we know that he will not be violating this court's order and he will not be contacting Ms. Griffin, nor having anybody else contact Ms. Griffin. Let me be very clear, Mr. Boykin, you're not to contact her by mail either.
Okay, so wait, I don't understand. Why you trying to give me some charges when she said she don't want to participate in the thing. I'm suing y'all. It's all good. It's all good. Because how if I'm still being like I don't y'all put out a warrant for her. She told y'all she don't want to pursue any charges. For one, what I'm trying to get you to understand, if you go read the report, she never said unlawfully imprisonment. When she talked to this detective, when he asked her, he had her to restate the issue. She said she never said she was held hostage or anything. Why am I being charged with unlawfully imprisonment? If anything, it sounded like a resisted arrest. So you know what you can do? You can just bond it over. And when I get to the 3rd District Court, they're gonna drop you to a resisting arrest. Because in here, I never held her against her will, and she said that. That's why I'm saying you listening to them when you should be reading the paperwork. You should be, because how can I be charged with something and she was never held against her will? And they say this in black and white. 2 different statements. Her statement, and when he talked to her on 7-1, it said that I was never forced to do anything. He overcharged me, and I'm letting him know when I get up, I'm facing a lawsuit.
Mr. Boykin.
I'm facing a lawsuit. So go ahead, bond it over, and hold me in contempt court. Because she's not even here. How can you give me a charge when she's not even at court to speak up on her? I got the right to cross-examine the witness.
Mr. Boykin, much to your surprise, Ms. Griffin is here and ready to testify.
All right, so go ahead and get it.
Excuse me. The only reason it's not going right now is because you were not delivered in person. So, Ms. Griffin is here and ready to testify today.
Testify. Have her testify. Have her testify, because I want to hear it. Sir,
you're not here in person, and I'm not conducting this preliminary exam over Zoom.
She gonna say that I never healed her against her will. So what's the difference from in person and Zoom? What's the difference? If I'm giving you the okay, we can do it to Zoom. Why can't we do it in Zoom? What's the difference? Why I gotta be in person? We already here. Everybody already here. So just stop wasting everybody's time.
Mr. Glenn?
Your Honor, Mr. Boykin has indicated that he's willing to waive these proceedings and proceed on to circuit court. I would ask the court to
No. I don't want to waive nothing because I want to hear the stories. I want you to question her statement and his statements. I'm not waiving nothing. I'm not waiving nothing because I'm not about to be charged with some shit I didn't do. Hell no.
Sir, again, you're on the record in court, sir. So can you please check your language? So
right here. Why can't we do it right here? Yeah, stop.
Mr. Glenn?
Okay, if Mr. Boykin is okay with doing it by Zoom, we can do it by Zoom if the court pleases.
Well, I have some concerns with your client's ability to not interrupt court proceedings and not interrupt testimony because he hasn't even been able to stop talking while I've been talking.
Judge, as it pertains to the preliminary exam being via Zoom, I don't think you have the means of doing that right now. The complaining witness is present here in court today, Judge, but I think it would affect my ability to, or the defense's ability to cross-examine the witness.
I have a standby counsel. William Glenn is in the courtroom for a live exam.
Who's in the courtroom?
Oh. William Glenn, my brother. You asked me to send somebody.
That's why I was so confused. Because the two of you look very much alike, and I was very confused because you were here and he was there. So
yeah, we're twins. We're twins, and
that makes it even more clear. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Counsel.
Judge, the people are ready to proceed. If the court permits that,
we will permit it.
This via Zoom, then no problem. We'll call our first witness.
Okay, let's call your first witness.
Are we doing this exam first, Judge, or Mr. Hill's exam?
We're going to do this one because we have the jail right here. I apologize, Mr. Hill. The jail says I have to do this one first.
Okay, Judge. Judge, are people called Aisha Griffin to the stand?
Good afternoon. I apologize for your wait today. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from a testimony about to give this matter the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to have you please have a seat. And you sound like you are a very quiet speaker. So if you can please scoot all the way up to the microphone. And if you can state and spell your first and last names for the record, please. And in fact, I'm going to mute the jail for right now.
Okay, Judge, for the record, is it Mr. Glenn Jr. that's going to be presiding on this case or his brother?
Yeah, William Glenn will be conducting the hearing because the court ordered that a counsel be live. That's why it's there.
Okay, very good, thank you.
And this defendant in this case also consented this?
Well, I'm gonna unmute the jail there real quick, and Mr. Boykin?
Yeah. Can you hear us, Your Honor?
Yes, I sure can, thank you.
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Boykin, are you consenting to this matter being held via Zoom with, Ms. Deja Griffin being present in person, you having, counsel on Zoom and in person, and you being on Zoom in the Wayne County Jail? Are you consenting to the examination continuing in that fashion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that you do have the right to have an in-person exam, and this matter was scheduled for an in-person exam, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And for some unknown reasons, there was maybe some miscommunication somewhere, but the Wayne County Jail delivered you back to the Wayne County Jail instead of to the 27th District Court. And so therefore, that is why we are in two different
I
locations right now.
understand. Yes, I understand.
Okay, and you may, if you would like to adjust the podium, you may. Okay.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you please just state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Deja Griffin.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna take you back to the date of 6/30/2023. Do you remember this date?
Yes,
And were you at the location of Pennsylvania Road, apartment 4 in the city of Riverview, County of Wayne?
yes,
And what's at that location?
that's my apartment.
Okay, and who you at the apartment with on that specific day?
I was with London, my daughter, and my sister here, my daughter's father.
Okay, was he there for the duration of the day?
No, he was there just for like 5 minutes. I would say.
Okay, you indicate this individual here, you share a child in common with him?
Yes,
And was that your daughter that was in the residence on that day?
yes,
And do you see Mr. Emir?
yes.
Can you please state where he is, or where he's located in the article of clothing that he's wearing?
It's like that, maybe dark blue, dark gray. He's right down on the call, I see him.
Let the record reflect the identification of the defendant in this case.
Okay, and Mr. Glenn?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And would it be accurate to state that there was a prior, domestic violence issue with you and Mr. Boykins and there was a no contact order in place, correct? Okay,
I need
and,
you to be louder, okay, ma'am, please?
Correct.
Thank you.
okay, and that included no contact, correct?
Correct,
Okay, and on that day, was that no contact order still in place?
yes, correct,
Okay, so is there come a time where Mr. Boykins ultimately made contact with you?
yes.
How so?
He called me,
Okay, and did you pick up?
yes,
Okay, did you know it was him?
yes,
Okay, how did you know that it was him?
because he called me a lot.
Okay, was it through the normal number and normal channels that you guys communicate through?
Yes,
Okay, and what if anything did he say to you at that time?
he was asking, could you come see London?
Okay, and
I'm sorry, can you come see what?
London, the baby,
and is that your daughter?
yes.
Okay, and what if anything did you say to him?
Well, at first I kept saying it wasn't a good idea. He didn't just ask one day, he had been asking for a couple of days. I kept saying, it wasn't a good idea, it was an ongoing case and everything.
Right, because you knew that there was a no contact order in this.
Yes,
Okay, so you refused multiple times.
yes.
Okay, and then what if anything happened after that?
Just the same thing, he just kept re-asking, and then I finally agreed to let him come see London.
Okay, and did he come to the residence?
Yes, sir,
The apartment building, correct?
yes,
Okay, and did he knock on the door?
yes,
Okay, and did you allow him inside of the residence?
yes.
Okay, and what if anything occurred while you guys were in the residence?
We was in the residence for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then, like, shortly right after, I think he was going to go wash his clothes, and then right after, that's when you guys came knocking on the door.
Okay, when you say you guys, who's you guys? Okay, and did you make contact with the police in regards to why they were there?
Not that day.
Okay, and to your understanding, or do you remember the fact that the defendant in this case, Mr. Boykins, had a tether on?
Yes,
Can you describe the condition of that tether?
the senator was beat up bad,
Okay, beat up badly, what is that?
as far as it looked dysfunctional.
Okay, were there wires protruding from it, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay, and did that concern you in any way?
yes,
Okay, so you get there, he gets there, you indicated that he wanted to wash his clothes.
Yes.
Did he say anything to you while inside the residence?
He was just happy. Like, he was real happy. He came in like real excited.
Okay, and did you tell him at any point that you wanted him to leave the residence?
No, sir.
Okay, and anytime during that, did you have communications with you as it pertains to any criminal matters
No.
that you guys were both involved?
As far as, no, like everything happened so quickly, didn't even get to like the case or anything.
Okay, and then you ultimately indicated that the police arrived, correct?
Yes.
Okay, did you make contact with law enforcement?
Once they arrived at my door, yes. Prior to that, no, I didn't call them or anything.
Okay, do you remember an officer knocking on your door?
Yes.
Okay, what if anything did he say?
He thought I had called him, like set him up, like I think that I was supposed to come.
Okay, and how did you respond to that?
I started crying and I said that like I didn't like send him there to try to set him up and send him to jail.
Okay, and was this while the officers were knocking on your door?
Yes.
And did they present themselves as in fact law enforcement officers?
Yeah, they kept saying police, open the door.
Okay.
And they called my phone as well.
Okay, did you pick up your phone?
I believe I did.
Okay, what did you do when you picked up the phone?
I think they were just like, it's, we're here because we were told that your boyfriends was at the property and that we were told, they said they were told he was in the apartment. And so basically they were checking on my safety to like unlock the door or whatever. and they
Okay,
said
so
they wanted to
let me
come
stop you there. You indicated they were checking on your safety.
in. Yeah,
Did you feel safe at that time?
at the moment, yeah. I wasn't in fear.
Okay. While the officers were knocking on the door, did you answer?
No.
Okay, did Mr. Boykin say anything to you while they were knocking on the door and asking you to open?
Yeah, he was just crying and saying no to him like that.
Okay, did he say anything else as it pertains to you opening the door?
No, as far as anything like physical, no, he just was crying, saying like, don't do that, don't open the door, like, why did I say that?
Okay. And did you in fact open the door?
No, at first.
Okay. What did you tell the officers when they asked you whether or not Mr. Boykin was inside of the residence?
I said no, he wasn't there.
Okay, why'd you say no?
Because he had right there, I said no, and all out.
Okay, so would it be fair to state that you didn't want to upset him at the time?
Yeah,
Okay. So did you ultimately open the door?
yes, which maybe about an hour in, yeah. Once they started trying to kick down my door, I did open the door.
Okay, did they continue to communicate with you throughout the duration of that hour?
Yeah, so, after, they had him arrested and everything, they were just saying, how they just wanted to make sure I was safe and they knew he was on the property because his brother had already told them that he was there and that they weren't leaving until they got him.
Okay, did they ultimately open it? So was he saying anything to you or was he near you while they were knocking on the door making these statements?
Yeah, he was, just on the side and like crying.
Okay, is he still telling you not to open the door?
Yeah,
Okay. And you didn't open the door, correct?
no.
How did law enforcement get inside of your house?
Once they started banging, kept the door down, I spoke with.
Okay, and then did they come inside of the house?
Yeah, and, as soon as they came in, Amir, he was right there, so they just grabbed him.
Okay. And then did you make contact with any officers after the incident?
The very next day, the police officer, he did call, I think it was a detective, he did call me, and just followed up with the statement, and that was pretty
Okay,
much.
because you made a statement initially when they arrived at the scene, right?
Yeah,
Did they ask you why you didn't open the door? Did you make the same statements that you're making here today in court?
yes,
Okay. So they ultimately arrested him, correct?
yes,
Did you observe them arrest him?
yes, me and London were both right there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can we
Hey,
have the
can you turn that
defendant
up?
speak into the microphone, please?
I couldn't
I
hear that.
apologize.
I couldn't hear it. It was scratching.
Okay, so Ms. Griffin, when you resume testimony, just please make sure you're speaking directly into the microphone, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
There's no further questions for this one.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Glenn, would you like to, cross-examine, please?
Yes. Now, is it Griffin?
Yes,
Okay, now ma'am, you stated that, this all happened on, June 30th, 2023 at Riverview.
yes.
And you stated that this was at what time of the day?
I don't know the exact time. It might happen between 8 to maybe 10 o'clock. It was much closer to like nighttime. I'm not sure the time though.
Okay, I'm sorry, just one moment. Mr. Boykin, can you hear your attorney's questions?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
can you
can.
hear Ms. Christian's responses?
yeah. Just turn it up a little bit more for me.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't have any volume control on your end. Okay. So, counsel,
Yeah,
counsel, if you need to have a conversation, can you please go out the lobby? Because I'm hearing everything you're saying. Thank you.
Yeah, everything sounds good. I don't know why I'm being charged with unlawfully imprisonment.
Sir, I just wanted to find out if you could hear. Okay, thank you.
All right, now you stated that, Mr. Boykin called you to come over,
Yes,
and you stated that he did in fact come over, is that correct?
yes, correct.
And you went over to see his daughter,
Yes.
and you wanted to wash his clothes.
Yeah, because wherever he was at, he just wasn't washing as much, so, and I had a washer and dryer, so yes.
Now, you stated that it's about 5 minutes or so after you got to your house, the police came there,
Yes, sir.
and when the police knocked on the door, did he make any threats to you?
No, he didn't say he was gonna physically harm me or that he wasn't.
Or did he try to hold you or grab you or hold you back from opening the door?
No, he never restrained me.
You stated that he was crying,
Yes,
and so he thought you had set him up.
yes.
Did you call the police?
That day, no. Prior times, yes.
Now, you stated that at about an hour after the police arrived, that they started to kick the door in,
Yeah, they said they had a search warrant.
a search warrant. And at any time during that hour, did Mr. Boykin grab you or make threats to you to keep you or prevent you from opening that door?
No, he never physically grabbed me.
At any point in time, did you feel threatened by Mr. Boykin into leaving the house?
No.
Nothing.
I just have one clarifying question, counsel, before Mr. Shadro, you begin. You asked a question, Mr. Glenn, asking whether or not the defendant physically grabbed the victim or threatened her. And her testimony was that he did not physically grab her. He didn't answer the question about feeling threatened. Did Mr. Boykin threaten you at any point?
No, he didn't say he was gonna harm me.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Shadro, redirect.
And isn't it true, weren't you made aware of the prior preliminary examination that occurred a few weeks ago?
Yes,
Objection, Your Honor, it's not relevant to the charges because
I'm sorry,
not relevant, Your Honor.
what's the relevance?
Judge, it's very relevant. We know that the complaint, we know that the defendant in this case did have contact as it pertains to the participation in this prosecution. But we don't know what in fact he indicated to her about these specific charges itself. So I need the witness to elaborate on what was in fact told to her.
All right, of course, we're overrule the objection at this point. I'll give you a little bit of latitude.
Thank you, Judge. So you were aware that there was a preliminary exam, prior proceedings, you were given notice, correct?
yes,
And there was a subpoena that was given to you, right?
yes.
Okay, and is there a specific reason why you didn't show up to court on the day of the exam?
For the one that just passed,
Absolutely.
yes.
What was the reason?
Feeling guilty was the whole, him thinking I set him up because of the prior cause where I did really call about things that were occurring at the time.
Okay, so you indicated it was because you felt bad for him because he said that you were setting him up and you weren't setting him up. But you indicated that the prior calls that you called to Riverview Police Department were in fact credible.
Yes,
And they pertain to him making contact with you.
yes,
And you didn't want him to make contact with you, is that correct?
yes,
Okay. Now, these jail calls, he's in custody now and now he's reaching out to you. Are you aware of these contacts?
yes.
And at any point, did he make contact with you in regards to testifying today in court?
Yes.
What if anything did he say?
You're not gonna object unless we have specific jail calls that we're gonna.
Judge, we do have specific jail calls.
So I need to hear it.
Judge, and this is, Judge, and if I may just elaborate as it pertains to the jail calls itself, this is why it was essential that Mr. Glenn was present as it pertains, and all parties were present as it pertains to these jail calls. These jail calls play a critical role as it pertains to the complaining witness coming into court, judge, and testifying. We have to issue a witness detainer on your that.
Yeah, and I agree, but jail calls are very important. I like to hear them.
Judge, I can reference specifically the messages that were presented to the court as it pertains to the bond violation.
It's my understanding that the jail calls are available, but not, there's a different, program that they need to be played on, correct?
Yes, that's what it looks like, Your Honor.
And Mr. Glenn, do you have a device to play these on?
Oh, yeah.
Judge, I can ask her as it pertains just a question from the text message. We can provide the text message to defense counsel. There was a transcript that was provided to the court. We can review them and continue questioning the complaining witness on the matter.
Okay, do you have another copy for Mr. Glenn, or is the copy that the court has, that his copy?
You know, I also gonna beg, this is well beyond cross.
Judge, it can't be well beyond the process. Within the scope of the question. We can't just say, Judge, she's here based on a witness detainer now. Here's these alleged jail calls, and we do know that he in fact contacted her via jail, and he texted her using the device that was given to him from the Wayne County Jail. Now, if it pertains to this proceeding now, she can answer that question. If it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah, well, his his redirect has to go against my cross, and I never said anything about jail calls.
The court's going to give a little bit of latitude to establish the, Ms. Griffin's state of mind based upon communications that have occurred between her and Mr. Boykin. You may proceed.
Ma'am, now, you can answer that question. You remember the question?
No, I'm sorry.
So he reaches out to you in jail. You're
Yes.
aware of that, correct?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay, and throughout those messages, did he make any indication about you coming into court today?
Yes, he has.
Okay, was that through text messages or was that via call?
Via call.
Okay, and is that the reason why you didn't abide by the subpoena that was sent?
Yes.
Was it because you were in fear of your life? Ma'am, I just want to let you know that you're under oath at this time.
Yes.
And you're in fear of Mr. Boykins, is that correct?
I need you to speak up, ma'am, please.
Yes.
Now, it's true that the Riverview PD officer brought you to court today, correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that they contacted your mother and your mother spoke to you and you came to court.
Objection as to what
Yes.
her mother told her, that's all you're saying.
You were contacted as it pertains to this matter, and you're here in court pursuant to the detainee.
Yes.
There's no further questions for this witness.
Thank you. And, recross, Mr. Glenn, do you need a few moments to review some of those or no?
No. Yeah, Ms. Griffin, on June 30th, 2023, did Mr. Boykin say, if you open the door, I'm gonna hurt you?
No.
Nothing else.
I have a couple questions. Ms. Griffin, you've indicated that you are in fear of your life with Mr. Boykins, correct?
Yes.
What specifically causes you fear?
His temper.
And how long have you and Mr. Boykins known each other?
A little over 2 years.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 11 months.
And you testified that Mr. Boykins was crying, asked why you did this to him, why you would do this to him, and said not to open the door.
Yes.
And that was after the police announced themselves.
Yes.
Why did you not open the door?
Because I felt bad.
You felt bad?
Yes, ma'am. Because I did give her permission to come see her.
Okay. Were you concerned or worried at all about what would happen if you did open the door?
Yes.
In what way?
I knew he was going to jail, like regardless, like whenever they caught him. I just didn't want it to be after, I had basically told him to come over and see their baby. I just didn't want it to play out like that. But I knew eventually, they were gonna get him because of the other previous incidents. I just didn't know it was gonna happen that way.
And you had testified that you continued to tell Mr. Boykin he could not come over.
Yeah, when he was asked out, I kept telling him like it wasn't a good idea.
And he didn't listen to that and continued to ask to come over.
Yes, correct.
And so when you told him he could come over, why did you change your mind?
Because he just kept on saying like he was going to the baby, so I was trying to keep the baby away from him. And then like previous to that, when I was speaking to officers, they were saying like how he still has rights to the baby. And I don't know if there's family at all. Like they were saying like, you know, maybe I can like meet up with his family and have them like grab Monday and do things that way. I don't know them, so I'm not really comfortable just giving her, you know, like off to them. So I felt like it'd be better for him just to come and, you know, I can see everything and be there while he's with her. Instead of just letting her go.
I understand. Were you afraid to continue to tell Mr. Boykin he could not come over?
No, I wasn't necessarily afraid. I just was trying to be more so cordial and just, I really just be trying to work with him, like, you know, just keep him on the more calm side because things don't go his way. He tends to, you know, he has a little bit.
Okay. And so why did you ultimately open the door for the police?
They started kicking down the door and they kept saying they had a search warrant, so at that point, I wasn't about to just jump it out in my whole apartment, so I just opened the door.
Okay, are there any further questions based upon those, the court's questions, counsel?
No, yeah.
Judge asked you whether or not you were afraid when the officers were knocking on the door. You indicated that the reason why you didn't answer the door is because you felt bad for him?
Correct.
I'm sorry, I need you to speak up a little bit more.
I said, yes, correct. I did say that. I felt bad.
And why do you feel like you had, why did you feel like you were guilty of that? Where is that feeling coming from?
Well, like I said, I know the previous incident was well deserved because things really did happen. So, you know, all the times you got
What
caught.
things really did happen?
As far as the, I kept coming back to the apartment, kept calling, and you know, the assault, the first incident was the assault. So like I knew he had a record as far as the case, and I just felt bad because I looked at it like he just wants to come to the baby, and now he's going to jail, and then on top of that, he thinks that I planned it all out. Because he, in his mind, he really did think I planned it out to have you guys come and he just and that's when he kept saying that he was told as well that I planned it out with you guys.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you ultimately still want to be with Mr. Boykin?
No.
Are you scared of Mr. Boykin? Do you feel like you can't leave the relationship with Mr. Boykin?
Objection, this is not relevant.
Judge, I feel like it's very relevant to her state of mind at this time.
Well, I mean, what her feelings are right now are not the feelings on June 30th, 2020.
Judge, I can ask her how her feelings went on the date of the
Okay,
incident.
of course, we're going to sustain the objection with the last question.
On the date of the incident, did you still want to be with Mr. Boykin?
No. It was just coming to see the baby.
There's no further questions.
No, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. You may sit down. Thank you very much for coming in and testify. If there's any more witnesses, I just need to take a quick break. Okay, so let's go off the record for a moment. All right, we're back on the record of the matter of the state of Michigan versus Mayor Boykin, 231785. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Omar Shah, on behalf of People 8652.
William Glenn, P 3679, for me after Mr. Boykin standing up for the attorney of record.
All right, thank you. All right, and Mr. Boykin, your name, please.
Mayor Boykin.
All right, thank you. All right, any further witnesses from people?
Judge, the people call this final witness down for this time.
All right, thank you. All right, hand, you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give the story the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, sir. Where are you currently employed? And how long have you been employed with the police department?
Approximately 4 years.
And were you working in that capacity on 6/30/2023?
I was,
And were you assigned to the case of People v. Amir Boykins?
correct,
Were you the OIC on the matter?
yes,
Okay, and did you conduct follow-up against the investigations pursuant?
yes,
Okay, and on the date of the specific incident, did you respond to the scene?
yes.
Okay, and what brought your attention specifically to this location?
I was already, in work on another matter, and then I was notified by my lieutenant and the commander on, of the watch, that there was an issue at the scene. They believe that, Amir Boykin was at the location with Anastasia Griffin. We are well aware of multiple cases.
Objection, Your Honor, that's hearsay and not relevant.
That is the OIC in the matter, he's not testifying on behalf of anybody else. Were you aware of any other
Hold
prior?
on, the objection there. Your response, counsel?
Still hearsay.
If I can ask you to do a different one.
Okay, the court will sustain the objection as to the form of the question.
Are you aware of any other incidents between Amir Boykins and the complaining witness in this case, Naisha Griffin?
Yes,
And could you elaborate on those prior contacts?
there are multiple contacts. The most I'm well aware with is a, felonious domestic between Mr. Boykins and Ms. Griffin. And it's because of that case, I was also aware that he was violating a bond.
Objection, that's hearsay unless we have, the actual bond itself in terms of conditions, that would be a court document.
Judge, with all due respect, he's the OIC on this matter. He knows whether or not there's a no contact, no go to order with the complaining witness.
Well, if he's
He's
talking
in charge of
about,
the case.
Hold on, please, hold on. Then that needs to be established. That's not been established. There's not been a foundation laid.
You indicated that there was a prior FADP as it pertains to Mr. Amir Boykins and complaining witness, Naisha Griffin.
Yes,
Do you know that there was a no contact order, no contact, no go to order?
I was aware of that, yes.
Okay, and pursuant to that, on the date of this incident, 6/30/2023, did you get a call in regards to contact with that complaining witness? On the date of this incident, were you made aware that there was contact with the complaining witness by Amir Boykins?
Yes, from officers.
objection, that would be hearsay.
That's just not hearsay, it goes to the effect on the listeners. Going to what happened next, he was made aware of this information, then he follows up in response to the location.
This would be basing his testimony on what's in the told.
Okay, I thought we were working on establishing the foundation as to why Detective McConnell knew that there, or had reason to know that there was a no contact order in place.
How were you made aware that there was a no contact, no go to order?
I was aware of it, from a partner detective who advised me of it because he was OIC in that case.
Okay. And pursuant to that, what if anything, did you relate to this specific case here on 6/30/2023?
I'm sorry, one more time.
So as it pertains to this case, you were aware that there was a no contact, no go to order?
Objection, that's still hearsay, Your Honor.
That is not hearsay.
I mean, he's not the OIC on the other case where you would have personal knowledge. It's based this on what some other detective told him.
He's not. Is there anything entered? Well, this detective is not the detective in charge on that matter, so he does not have any independent information regarding that unless he has a copy of the bond order or there is something that he saw. Well, yeah.
With all due respect, he's the OIC on this matter. We're here prior proceedings to a bond violation, which he's aware that there was a no contact, no go to order. He was the one who in fact pulled the jail calls as it pertains to this case.
Okay, if you're talking about no contact on the bond order as in this case, that's different. The sound result of the question was regarding the no contact on the other case that a different detective is the OIC on. So if you can clarify that.
Let me just take you back to the date of this incident. Did you end up responding to the location of Pennsylvania Road Apartment 4?
Yes,
Okay, what was the nature of the call for that location?
the nature of the call was that officers discovered.
Objection, hearsay.
Why did you specifically?
Okay, hold on, there's an objection regarding hearsay.
Judge, it goes to the effect on the listener, why he responded to the specific location. It's not being offered for the truth.
Whatever officer told him that, I'd like to cross-examine. Or her.
Judge, again, it's not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted. It's only offered to why he responded to the location.
Well, yeah, he could say that he went there, but based on what someone said, I object to that.
The court will sustain the objection as to that, as to hearsay as far as that goes.
Okay. Did you respond to that location?
Yes.
Okay, what if anything did you do when you responded to the location?
Prior to the location, I was able to secure a search warrant for Amir. I approached,
What were the purpose behind that search warrant? What is it when you got that search warrant?
the search warrant is because officers were able to determine that Amir Boykins was inside the residence. I was aware that there was, via the lien that he was an absconder.
Objection, hearsay.
Judge, lien is not hearsay.
Here's some.
If he's talking about an absconder, that's hearsay. Unless he has a court order showing that there's a warrant for it.
Judge, lien is not hearsay. He's going into lien, he makes an inquiry, he determines that the defendant in this case is an absconder, and pursuant to that, there's a search warrant that's being conducted. Lien is not hearsay, it's electronic communication that's providing this information to the officers.
Okay,
But
your
yeah,
response.
that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're saying he's an absconder, there has to be a warrant for his arrest by a judge with proper jurisdiction saying that he has violated his terms of his bond, and we don't have that here.
Judge, this is going specifically into the warrant itself. Why was this warrant executed? He indicated that pursuant to the defendant being an absconder and the information that he provided that was provided to him, he was executing this search warrant at this residence.
Okay, the court's going to overrule the objection as to this testimony as to how the search warrant was obtained. Counsel, you may proceed.
Okay.
So we approached the residence and officers were already on scene. I observed that we were there for, can't recall exactly how long, probably about 20 minutes or so, of them talking to Miss Griffin inside the apartment through the door. They were asking her to open the door. She said she was not going to open the door.
Objection, hearsay.
Your response, counsel.
I'll ask you in a different way. Were you made aware of who was
That was
inside?
sustaining the objection.
Were you made aware of who was inside the residence? Yes. Was Ms. Boykins inside the residence?
Yes,
Or Ms. Griffin, I'm sorry.
yes,
Okay. Did you gain entry into that residence?
yes,
Okay. Did you knock on the door pursuant to the search warrant?
I did not, other officers did.
Were you on scene?
Yes,
Okay, and did you ultimately enter the residence?
yes,
Okay, was Mr. Amir Boykins inside that residence?
yes,
Okay, and did you arrest this individual?
yes.
Okay, and was he cooperative?
No.
How was he not cooperative?
I attempted to take him into custody. I ordered him to the ground twice. He did not comply, so I had to use his arm to assist him down to the ground rather than place him in handcuffs.
And at that point, were you?
Yes,
Okay, and was Ms. Griffin inside of the residence at this time?
yes.
Okay, and can you speak to her demeanor?
She seemed afraid.
Was she crying?
Yes,
She's emotional?
yes.
And did you ask her to write a statement?
I did not.
What if anything else did you do as part of this investigation?
Well, when I was also there, I assisted Mr. Boykins out into the vehicle and transported. I went back inside. I briefly spoke with her about her compliance in another case. She seemed still quite afraid.
Objection, this is all speculation.
Sustained.
So was she still crying at that time?
Yes.
And you indicated were there prior contacts with this home? Or with the complaint witness on the scene? Did you have any other specific contacts with her?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No.
And you indicated that you took the defendant into custody.
Yeah.
And at that point, were we able to determine whether or not there was no contact, no go toward?
Objection, hearsay.
Right now, the question was whether or not he's able to determine that. So that might be a little bit premature, but so for right now, the court's gonna overrule that. And cross.
Now, detective, when you went out there, did you have on your, body camera?
Yes,
Okay. Was it on?
yes,
Okay, did you record your, time at this location?
yes.
Now, did you personally see any type of marks or bruises on Miss Griffin to where she had been, struck or hit?
No.
Nothing else.
If you're aware that this court issued a witness retainer on behalf of the complainant.
Objection, relevance beyond cross.
Judge, again, it's very relevant.
Let's beyond cross, Yana, we just.
That is beyond cross. Beyond cross, so the court will sustain the objection.
There's no further questions for this witness.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. John.
Yes, Judge, we do ask that I had the opportunity to call Detective McDonald after we were able to determine the 911 calls. We know based on the complaining witness's testimony that she was afraid of him, and she also indicated that he spoke to her about showing up to court today. Now, I think it's very important for us, Judge, to be able to dissect that information, and it's very important and relevant to this, to the facts, whether or not he coerced her into making any type of testimony.
Okay. Do we know when or how that is going to occur? With the 911 calls?
The jail calls, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, the jail calls, I'm sorry.
I can work on it and try and contact the individual and see if I can figure it out. I just gotta make sure we have the right software.
So we'll need a second date. Mr., are you going to continue or both of you continuing or how?
One of us will be here.
I'll be at the next hearing.
Okay. And, well, we can do this. Will a week be sufficient or would 2 weeks be more appropriate?
Judge, I think 2 weeks would be safe.
Okay.
I agree the 9th would be better for me as well.
Mr. Boykin doesn't have any other court dates that day, does he?
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right, so the court will continue this matter on November 9th. The court is also going to indicate that neither of the witnesses are excused from their subpoenas at this point, and that the court's going to indicate binding conditions are continued with the added condition that Mr. Boykin does not have access to any communication because he cannot follow the court's orders and not contact Ms. Griffin. That would be via tablet or via phone.
Okay, can I get-
Anybody who wishes to except for Ms. Griffin via mail.
Okay, while this going on, can I be released? Cause it's clearly he don't got nothing on me. She said that, like, come on. This is imprisonment. This is imprisonment because I don't understand why I'm still getting on.
Excuse me, it's clear that you weren't listening to what I said. I stated bond and conditions are continued, and I added a bond condition that you are not to have any means of communication, tablet or phone. You can send mail through the US mail. That's how you can communicate with people, anybody but Ms. Griffin.
All right, but why I'm not being released? Y'all don't have nothing. Like, you just promoting this so I can stay in jail or something? Because if that's just the case, like, come on, man.
Would you like a breakout room with your client so you can explain it to him? Because I don't think he was understanding what I said.
Yeah, sure.
But why I gotta go back to court? Wait, there's no unlawfully imprisonment. Like, what is going on here? Why am I?
Excuse me. The exam is not concluded. There is evidence that has some technical issues that needs to be prepared or presented to the court. So we are having another date of November 9th at 11:30 a.m. Your bond and conditions that were previously set are continued with the added condition that you are not to have any means of communication while in the jail, via tablet
All right.
or via phone.
All right, listen, so when you get the audio in the phone, you gonna clear as they hear her say, I never held her hostage, and I never said nothing threatening her, so this really is just a waste of fucking time. Honestly, I'm just being honest with you.
Sir. You know what, sir? Stop. You may be as honest as you'd like, but you need to be respectful with it. And so far,
I'm just
you're
being
not.
honest. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Stop. I have told you to stop cursing. You're in court on the record. Have some respect for the court. You don't have to have respect for me. I don't care, but you have to have respect for the court in the process. I will put you and your attorney in a breakout room. We'll see you back on November 9th.
All right, wait, is this in person?